Put him on the West. Put him with Dallas. Championship. Put him with Kobe. Champion. No matter if that one single person went anywhere in the West. They won 17 games before he got there. Him by himself in the West.
Okay, put him with Portland.
Got 43 wins.
Put him with Portland. They win.
In the
Put him with Portland. Put him with Portland. Do they win?
43 wins. Are you not listening?
But you're naming.
Did Dwayne Wade not have a championship already when LeBron James got to motherfucking Miami?
Yeah, and then
did he have a championship? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah, one.
It's a yes or so. Yeah. Therefore, the other dude had more team success than you, so you go join another dude. Because you took your ass to the finals and got swept.
I got swept. I did all.
So this whole Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James were they ever rivals conversation has sparked a bunch of other discussions. Kenyon Martin, Nick Young, Brandon Jennings, and a few others all got into a heated debate about it, and we're breaking it down today. Last night, I summarized what I think went down. Basically, when Melo and LeBron were considered rivals coming into the league, even back in the St. Vincent St. Mary's days. Things shifted once Kevin Durant entered the picture. Once KD became an MVP candidate and the OKC Thunder met the Miami Heat in the finals, any thought of Melo being LeBron's main rival pretty much disappeared. Then you start factoring in Kawhi Leonard as he improved, and you're looking at those three stars, but mostly Durant and LeBron because of MVP races, USA team selections, and all those accolades. First team All-NBA honors, finals appearances, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the context we're working with. We're going to dive deep into this debate, and I'll be pausing here and there to correct certain points they bring up in the video. But man, it got intense, so let's get right into it.
Couldn't get it done, so then you go join them. So this guy didn't do that.
Okay, I mean, that's his fault.
He had the team, though.
That's his fault.
Melo.
I'm doing it.
Melo had the team. He's comparing Bron and Boogie Gibson.
When y'all was over here, you, Chauncey Billups, all y'all was over there.
Fucking Boogie Gibson against fucking AI, Melo, Kmart, all these fucking Chauncey Billups. Let's stop, bro.
So what happened? What happened? What happened?
What happened? I understand what the listen. If that Denver team was in the East, dude, they're number one. Listen, these niggas are amazing. What are you talking about? They are.
Y'all went to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. Y'all went to the Western Conference against the Lakers. What happened? Y'all had a team.
If I'm telling you we wasn't good enough to win a fucking championship, I was fucking there. I played on the team. We had a handicap as a fucking coach, for one. Listen, no, these are facts, Brandon. These are fucking. Right. You know why we lost to the fucking Lakers in the West Conference Finals? Because we didn't have fucking outside out of bounds plays, nigga.
Where were they located?
So you talking about teams that says and shit that everything was lined. So no, we played San Antonio in the playoffs, nigga. We played the Lakers in the playoffs. They got swept against San Antonio, really good teams in the West. You put us in the Eastern Conference, nigga, we run through the nigga, we won 50 games and was an 8 seed. In the West. Yo,
y'all beat Boston? Y'all beat Boston in 08?
Listen, dog.
LeBron did himself.
Listen what I'm telling you.
Wait, how you look at wait, why you looking at me like that? You're like they didn't win the championship.
Brandon, listen at this. Brandon, listen at me.
I'm asking, y'all beating Boston?
Yes, they
if y'all go to the
we
East.
fucking them around.
That's a really important point that doesn't get mentioned enough. When you look at the Denver Nuggets record before Melo arrived, 17-55, he's actually responsible for a lot of the wins they got that year, more than he's often given credit for. 17-65 to be exact. Now let's talk about the roster he joined. Marcus Camby, Andre Miller, Kenyon Martin, Earl Boykins, Lenny Klaw, Nana, Eduardo Nahiera, Greg Buckner, and Ruben Patterson. Oh, and yeah, Van Leerd was on the team too. I just wanted to point out that the roster stayed largely the same when Melo got there that season. Chauncey and the others joined later, and Aflalo was drafted afterward as well. I just wanted to make sure that point was clear.
50 games, nigga, was an 8 seed. We win 50 games in the East, nigga. What are we? No, but what are we in the East? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what was Boston in the East? Over 50 games.
Okay, but
like y'all beating Boston though? I don't even think y'all getting out of the East beating Boston during that time.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers.
Y'all talking about y'all talking about two West niggas going East. But I'm just saying, But he said to put us in. But I'm telling
what I'm saying is you're talking about two West players going to team up with an East guy, win the championship. It's not like it was an East team. It was two niggas getting dog walked in the West.
And they won.
Kevin Garnett, West team, he couldn't do it. Let me go East. Ray Allen. Ray Allen. I don't even know what my team is doing in the East, but I mean in the West. Let me go East. We champions. You take Melo's Denver team, put them in the West. Champions.
In the East.
In the East.
No.
What are you talking about?
No, you won't. They not winning.
You out of your rabbit ass mind, dog.
Just cause Boston beat the Lakers. Y'all didn't beat the Lakers. So you can't compare. Boston beat the Lakers.
Are y'all?
Did they? Did they not?
Yeah. Where did the fucking players come from in Boston? 2-star players from the West.
Y'all had the chance
to do
y'all
that. Not even realizing
you're
what
a superstar. You have the leverage to do the same thing.
So Kenyon Martin thinks they might have beaten the Boston Celtics team that actually won the championship. I don't necessarily agree, but they definitely would have posed some challenges. If you break it down matchup by matchup, it would have been a tough series. But honestly, the Celtics felt like the team of destiny that year, with all the players fitting together perfectly. Paul Pierce versus Melo would have been a phenomenal matchup. Ray Allen would have done his thing. KG against Kmart would have been an interesting duel. Nene and Big Perk. Nene actually had solid post moves and footwork, so he could have given Big Perk more trouble than some of the bigger names did. Chauncey Billups, and of course Rondo added to the mix. When I look at all that, it seems like it would have been a very competitive series.
They ain't gonna tuck tail and go join another nigga's team.
Let's try to.
Y'all don't win. You can't get mad at motherfuckers.
No. In the West, can somebody tell me the great Garnett? Did he ever get out the first round in the West? No.
Did you see his team?
So his team, MVP, he was the MVP.
He got
once. He was the MVP. He had an MVP. So he has an MVP. He's the best player in the league. In the West was that hard. He goes to the East. You got Seattle. We don't even know what that sorry-ass team looked like. That star went to the East, teamed up with this nigga from the West. They teamed up with the best player on the Boston to have the big three. That team will win championship. That's who won the championship in the East. You take Melo.
Okay.
You add him with Dwight. Championship. You take Melo. You add him with Joe Johnson. Them when that Hawks team was balling.
And they do what?
We don't know.
And they do what?
We don't know.
What are you talking about?
Let us go smash out.
Are y'all?
You know, I feel like a lot of these arguments are oversimplified. Gilbert is saying put these West players in the East and they win, but I think there's more to it. Kevin Garnett was a perfect matchup when he was healthy that first year, especially against a guy like Pau Gasol. Gasol was dominating everyone else, but KG's defense before his injury, along with his ability to score and guard at a high level, made him ideal for someone like Pau. Ray Allen is the perfect guard for Kobe because of the way he could handle that type of player. At that point, Ray had become a master of coming off screens all the time, and a scorer like that is tough to defend one-on-one. You're constantly running and chasing, and it wears you down. That's often the best way to slow down an elite offensive player. As for Paul Pierce, there really wasn't an answer for him. So yeah, that's where we stand. Let's keep going. So you can see Gilbert puts Melo in different situations with good teams at the time. He mentions the Atlanta Hawks and says they would win a championship, but I just don't see that happening. Then he brings up Dwight Howard, Hedo Turkoglu, or Rashard Lewis playing really well at that point. You have to consider what the other players bring to the table. You can't just say a scorer added to this team will automatically lift them over the top. Can it happen sometimes? Sure. Occasionally, a star player injected into the right lineup can work seamlessly. But a lot of people point to Allen Iverson in that Philly team, complaining he didn't have enough help getting to the finals. If you actually look at guys like Tyrone Hill, Dikembe Mutombo, and Eric Snow, those players allowed Iverson to take 35 or 40 shots without complaint. You can have another talented player who wants the ball too, and that can cause chemistry issues if both are volume scorers. Sometimes just having players who can put the ball in the basket a lot isn't better than a well-rounded defensive team. I would argue that Allen Iverson's Philly team was almost perfectly built for the way he liked to play and how often he liked to shoot. You saw what happened when he went to the Nuggets with Melo, another high-volume scorer. They eventually needed Chauncey Billups because they weren't going anywhere. Melo and Iverson are both scorers, but in terms of team identity, they weren't championship contenders, just a good regular season team. So I say all that to point out, you can't just put Melo on a good Eastern team and assume they become automatic champions. You'd have to move players like Josh Smith, who weren't big scorers but contributed in other ways. That's how a trade would have to work. So yeah, I don't know, man. Going back to the LeBron conversation, this all started because people said Melo wasn't LeBron's rival, and I feel like Melo played a role in that by forcing his way to New York. The whole trajectory of his career by playing in that market. You get a lot of scrutiny there, and if you don't deliver, it takes on a life of its own. Then Kevin Durant entered the league just a few years later and immediately took the league by storm. Suddenly, it became a KD and LeBron conversation. LeBron has been in so many discussions over the years, and I'm not mentioning Kobe here because we all know where Kobe fits. The reason I don't bring up Kobe is that it was more of a Kobe and LeBron conversation, right? Kobe was a 2, so I'm just highlighting the 3s for people wondering why he's not mentioned. We all remember the commercials and all that with him and LeBron, and that rivalry could have been wild if Dwight Howard, Hedo Turkoglu, and Rashard Lewis hadn't interfered in the NBA Finals back then by beating Cleveland. I'm just focusing on the 3s here, not throwing shade at Kobe. KD is kind of a 2/3 with a unique skill set at 6'10", 6'11", or whatever he is. But yeah, KD basically took Melo's thunder and his spotlight. Melo was the player who shined in that era because of his style, but KD and LeBron became the primary rivals. They faced off multiple times in the finals, including with the Golden State Warriors later on, cementing their rivalry. LeBron even beat them in that first finals with the OKC Thunder. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments about all this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.